Hello everyone, and welcome back to another review video. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing a very unique model, which is the Daron Realtoy Cathay Pacific A350 Airport Playset. So, I have already taken this plane out of the box, which is why I won't really necessarily be an unboxing video, more of a review video. But I recently got this plane a couple weeks ago. I had a really good friend of mine bought it for me, and I paid them back for it because I was not able to get it off of the website it is on. But this plane is available only on, I'm pretty sure it's only available on one website, which I think it's the asiamiles.com. I have the link to the website is in the description of this video if you would like to go check that out. And try to get this plane while you can, because I'm not sure how much longer it will be available, but I'm pretty sure this plane is only available on that one website. I don't know if you can maybe get it at airports or shops. I don't really know, but as far as I know, if it's only available on that one website, which again is in the description of this video. So, of course, this playset did also come with a bunch of other stuff with it, or not really a bunch of other stuff, a couple other things, but as you probably saw from pictures, this is a very unique playset considering with what it comes with, and the box in general is also really different from the usual in-flight playsets. So, before I show the rest of the playset, I do want to compare the box of the playset. I want to compare it to the other in-flight playset that I have. The only other box that I have of it, which is the TAM A330. So, as you can see, there is a slight difference between the boxes. You can definitely tell that, of course, the usual in-flight box is a lot more shiny, and the Cathay Pacific one is more of kind of what I would say a matte finish, but interesting fact about it though, the Cathay Pacific playset box is actually real corrugated cardboard compared to the normal playset boxes, which is kind of just like how cereal boxes are made, which I think is probably some kind of paperboard or something. So, but the Cathay Pacific box is actually real cardboard. It is really detailed, actually, but it's kind of, I think it's one of the only playsets that I know of that is actually real cardboard and not the paperboard kind of material, but which is another really unique thing about it. But I don't know if I really would consider it an in-flight playset because just kind of how it is. Usually the in-flight playsets you would find on board flights, but I don't think you can really find this on board flights. I think this is more of maybe an airport kind of model to get. Like, I'm not sure if you really can get it at airports or in shops or anything. But as far as I know, if you can only get it on that one asiamiles.com website. Again, the link is in the description. So, but yeah, the box is very detailed. It is, of course, they are about the same size. So I'm not sure if I would really consider this an in-flight playset, or however the people would consider this, well, a kind of playset. I don't think, even the in-flight playsets, I think they're just more labeled as airport playset by the Daron company, Realtoy. I think they're just really just labeled as airport playset. No specific names for it, but of course, if the playset is how normal ones are with the clear plastic, it is just normal playset. But if it kind of looks like this, it's more of an in-flight playset. But again, I don't know if I really would consider this one as an in-flight playset because I don't think it is available on board flights. But so anyway, just a review of the box, of course. On the front, you can see the nice Cathay Pacific logo with the gray and white stripes on the front. And then on the top and bottom, it says Airport Playset and Cathay Pacific. And on the sides, it's kind of a nice airport terminal look design on both of the sides, which I think is really cool, as a small little Cathay Pacific plane, which also goes with the playset mat that the playset comes with. So I think that is really cool. Part of it, the boxes kind of goes with the mat, which I think was more of the purpose as well of the box. So I think it was a really cool design from Daron. Which of course this is actually the first, I'm pretty sure this is the first playset that was made like this. And then of course on the box is just some stuff about the playset. You can see that there is a picture of the whole playset with the mat. And as you can see, because I won't be showing the actual mat that came with it because it is too big for the camera. But as you can see, the scale size is definitely not that good. If you can see the little planes compared to the actual model, and then the runway compared to the plane, it definitely is not a great scale size, but it is still a really cool part of it. And it has a little bit of a description about the plane and the playset itself. The model that comes with it is an A350-1000. It is actually based off of a real A350 with a real registration number. And then it just kind of has a list of what comes with the playset, and then just the usual other stuff with the Daron logo and all that. So, another really cool thing about the playset, and there is the manufacturing date on it as well, which is August 5th, 2020. So, I'm pretty sure that all of the Cathay Pacific models were made only in 2020. I don't think that it still is being made, but as far as I know of, there's still plenty available online. I'm not sure how much longer they will be available for, but last time I've looked, it definitely is still available, and it doesn't look like they're running out anytime soon. But I'm pretty sure this model was only made in 2020 when it was released, so it was a relatively fairly newly released model, but it definitely is rare because you can only get it off of the one website. And it kind of is an odd model because just of when it was made and just the time and more the place in general and how you can get it, it kind of is a very odd model, but the plane itself is actually a really, really cool model and really nicely detailed. Especially for it being stickers, it is a very nicely detailed model. So, I will pause the video real quick and set up the rest of the playset. So here is the entire playset set up, and as you can see on the bottom there is the playset mat that comes with it, and you can also see the scale size compared to the rest of the mat compared to the actual plane, which the scale size is not that great, but like I said before, the mat still is a really cool part of the playset, and it still is very, very detailed as well. So starting with the review of the plane, also like I said before, even though this model is stickers, it still is a very, very detailed model, very unique as well, and it's a really great part to any collection considering that it still is a pretty rare model, and definitely would be great for miniature airports and stuff. Although, unfortunately, the model is, I think it's about $50 to $60, I think, US dollars. So it is kind of expensive, but, kind of is worth it considering that this model is really cool and nicely detailed. So, there aren't many A350s. There aren't a whole lot of A350s made, so I'm really glad that they made a Cathay Pacific. They made the A350 model of it. So, up at the front of the plane, you can see the usual see the usual A350 cockpit windows with the really nice kind of grayish green color, that stripe that goes along the entire bottom of the plane, or kind of the middle of the plane. Then there is the Cathay Pacific logo on it, and then the first cabin door, and then of course the usual cockpit, the usual cabin windows throughout the whole plane, and then there is the Cathay Pacific logo or writing on the top. And the engines are also the same kind of a grayish green kind of color. And then the winglets are also nicely colored as well. They have that really nice kind of bluish green color to them. And then on the back of the plane, there is the registration number, as well as also, of course, the back cabin door. And there is, the registration number is B-LXA, which is a real registration number to a Cathay Pacific A350 1000. And then there also is the name, I'm not sure if I am pronouncing that right. I think it's Swire, S-W-I-R-E. And I'm not exactly sure what flag that is. I can't really tell what flag that is, but I will look that up later. And then there is the really nicely detailed Cathay Pacific tail. So I really like their logo kind of design, considering that it is kind of the white logo with the kind of part that fades out at the top. And it really does add a nice characteristic to the plane, and also the bluish green color to it. So overall, the plane is a very, very nicely detailed model on both sides. The stickers are also placed relatively well. There are a couple of the ripples in it, but other than that, the stickers are placed really well and really nicely detailed. And then on the bottom of the plane, there is the usual landing gear. There's the place for the model stand. And then there is the manufacturing date again, which is August 5th, 2020. Also, as I said before, I'm not sure if this model is still being made. As far as I know, if it was only made in 2020 when it was released. So I don't think it is still being made, but then again, I'm not 100% sure. So that pretty much is the review for the plane. So moving on to the ladder stair truck, which pretty much is like all the other stair trucks, and it had with the usual just white color to it. And it has Cathay Pacific printed onto the front of it, and then Cathay Pacific sticker on the side. And then their usual arrivals and departures sign that comes with it. And then customized for the plane, or the playset, customized runway sign, which is AI, and then 07 left to 25 right, which is a real, it's a real runway. It's a real runway logo. It's a real runway sign. Sorry, I just had a fly just fly across my camera. And then there is the economy sign and business sign, which is probably, I would honestly consider, I kind of think this is, I think these are probably my second favorite part of the playset, other than the mat and the box. But for the plane and the signs, I think this is probably my second favorite part of the playset, even after the ladder stair truck, because the signs are really, really unique, since it has the business and economy signs, and they both are in different colors too, with the Cathay Pacific logo on them. So I really do like those signs, and like how they came with the playset, and they customized them as well. And then there's just the usual two orange traffic cones there. So that pretty much is the entire playset. So it is somewhat small, but it still is really nicely detailed, and a very unique one as well. So this model is definitely fairly rare, and I would definitely consider getting it, trying to get it. Once again, the link to this plane is in the description of this video. And so that pretty much is all for today's video. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and the review of this plane. And I hope if you get this plane that you do like it as well, because it still is a very, very unique model, and I really do like it. It is one of my, it definitely is one of my favorite A350s. Probably is my favorite A350 that I have so far. So, and also probably my rarest A350 too. I don't have a whole lot of rare A350s, since it is a fairly newer model that was made. So, but yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video, and please remember to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment about this plane and your thoughts of it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.